My single best piece of advice to graduates trying to get into the design industry is never be happy with yourself. You're not going to be. If you're at all a creative person, there's every chance that everything you ever make, you're going to wish that you could have done it a little bit better. And that's not a bad thing, right?
Any mailing is a one-to-one communication. And one-to-one communications tend to be less shouty and more targeted at the person they're talking to.
Is it on strategy? Have a look at the brief. This brief has been signed off by all of us. Does it answer the reason believed? Does it answer the proposition? We want original thinking here. Make sure that your ideas will come through very succinctly.
When working for a charity, trying to get your work to stand out amongst others is pretty much the same deal. You're not in competition with other charities, just like you're not in competition with other dog food when you're making something for dog food. You're in competition with the rest of the world. Make it fresh, make it interesting, kill the cliches, make it relevant. Don't use cheap tricks.
Have some fun. This is the best part of the design process. There's no artwork, there's no worry about photography. This is where you need to enjoy yourself.
It's a bit like, you know, going to a party and there's someone you want to attract. So how do you attract them? Well, you don't kind of go and do something stupid and just get their attention and then they go, wow, what a plonker, and then ignore you for the rest of the evening.
You have to work out what's going to grab people's attention, what's going to move their hearts, what's going to make them interested enough to kind of not throw you in the bin.
You try to catch their eye in some way and then you engage them. And you engage them with something witty, like a piece of conversation, or maybe it's something visual, the way you look.
Is it distinctive? Will it be the best idea you can do?
And then once you've engaged them, you need to continue that engagement through some dialogue. And that dialogue has to be interesting. You don't want to bore them.
Visual versus text is a silly way of looking at things. You should be working out how visual and text are going to work together.
Ongoing, you want to build a relationship with that person until arguably you consummate it in one way or the other. And then essentially you've made your sale or got them to do what it is that your piece of communication is endeavouring to do.
If it doesn't answer the brief, it might be the best creative in the world. It ain't going to succeed.
So I think it was Scott Fitzgerald who said, strangle your darlings. Sometimes you need to kill those things that you love most in order that the idea can come through.
Failure is good. This is where I keep saying to people, you need to push yourself. If you don't fail, you're never going to succeed.
And try not to get hemmed into this idea that because it's a charity ad, it has to feel like a charity ad. People don't think in genres. They just think whether something's interesting to them or not.